Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I haven't really got a script for today, and I am sitting in a different place than what I normally sit, and that's why the lighting is really bad, and you can see like my face has got something printed on it. It's because I'm sat on the stairs, because my room is being used by my girlfriend at the minute, and my living room, my sister and my dad are in my living room. So I'm sat here. Um, Again, I didn't really know what to do today, and Shades, featuring Shades. I didn't really know what to do today, so this is very unscripted. I mean, I have a baseline script for it, but it is just really unscripted. And I'm really sorry if it's very awful. But I thought today I would share with you my first day at my high school and the last day at my high school. Now my friend Adam has been waiting for this video forever, and I did tell him that I would do it soon, and I kept saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it, I just don't really feel right doing it yet. I don't know, the mood's not right, like I don't feel I can do it yet, and I just kept putting it off, and I think today is a really good day to do it. So yeah. Also, I'm gonna have it. As I said, I have my baseline script in my book. So if I am looking down or you hear pages turning, it's just me when I can find it. Right, I got it here. So let's kick this off. So for the last year of high school, I actually moved school. So I started at my new high school. Yeah. I say last year, but actually it was like the last 3 weeks of year 10, and then the whole of year 11. And my dad took me there on my first day because I was absolutely pooping my pants. Like, I didn't know what to expect, like what to do or whatever. I was so scared and so nervous. Shades. Cat lady life. But yeah, I was really nervous and really scared, and so me and my dad got on the bus, and yeah, I was there shaking, and I kept sort of phasing in and out, and my eyes kept going sort of funny, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna faint, I'm gonna throw up, and I didn't really know what to expect when I got there, and I was just really nervous, and it was crazy. But when I did eventually get there, I was waiting in the reception area for Miss Connaughton, one of the SEN teachers, to come get me, sort of thing. And I felt like I was waiting for like hours on end, but in reality it was like 5-10 minutes, and that's about it. And when she did come, she took me down to her room, and we did like tests, like spelling, maths, and what else? I had to write like a 5-minute piece. So that was quite fun. But yeah, and then I stayed in her room until break time. Um, Pardon me. Well, after I stayed in there until after break, and then after break she took me up to my first lesson, which was English. And English, that first lesson that I went to was like one of the first moments that I'd like met all these lovely people that I've talked about before, like Kai and Tegan, and well, I didn't think I've talked about Tegan before, but Kai and who else? Adam and Lorcan and everyone, like all my bestest friends I met in that lesson. Um So yeah, there was English, and then oh, my hair is a mess today. And then I had maths, and like I'd asked around. Well, I barely spoke to anyone, but I sort of was like, oh, everyone was asking me what my timetable was like, so I was like, oh, here you go, have a look at it. And nobody that I knew was actually in my maths except for Matthew. Um, and me and Matthew didn't exactly sit right next to each other or anywhere close to each other. So I was really quiet. I just got on with my work, and I was just really awkward. I think there was a girl called Hannah sat next to me, and yeah, the whole time I was just so nervous and awkward, and like I didn't speak to anyone or anything. Um, uh, oh yeah, after maths, I had my lunch, and Miss Connaughton came down to get me and because I needed my pin from her and stuff, and she showed me how to do it and everything, and um, and I was like, oh, like what do I do now? Who do I sit with? Like I'm all by myself. And then I noticed that on the table, Kai and like everyone else was just sat on this table, so I was like, oh, I can go sit with them, sort of thing. But rather than sitting there like getting involved or whatever, like oh yeah, I've made some friends or whatever, I stood there and just like made the weirdest noises. Like Adam tells me to this day like how weird the noises I was making were because I used to just like laugh but not laugh, and yeah, I was just so awkward and so quiet, and I don't hate myself for it because it is who I am, but it's like I hate the fact that I didn't sort of kick the friendship off right from the start, because like even though I'm best friends with them, like, and I'm practically, I don't know, they're practically like my brothers and sisters. Like I wish that I hadn't have been so nervous, but if I wasn't nervous, then Adam wouldn't be able to make half the jokes about me does. Like nowadays, like with all the noises that I was making, like how I was laughing, how I was so awkward and everything. But my last lesson of my first day, I had history, um, and I'd reset like me and Miss Connaughton had like passed the history teacher on the corridor, and she was like, "Oh, I think." We was talking to her for a bit, and she was like, "Oh, I think you're gonna struggle because it was a different syllabus than what I was working on in my previous school." So I was like really worried for history because I was like, what do I do? Like, it's a different syllabus. I'm not going to be able to learn anything in like 3 weeks and a year. Um, but yeah, I had it last, so I sort of was there like, oh, I'm gonna have to go anyway. Um, and Davina, she was in the history lesson with me, so at least I sort of knew her. And like Miss, the teacher of my history, she allowed us to sit together as well, which was a bit better. Um, because I was dead confused during the lesson. I didn't really know anybody, and I just felt like, can we just get this day over with, sort of thing. Um, but yeah, like I don't know, but yeah, it was really confusing and really hard, and I am quite disappointed because I didn't do too well in my history, but like I don't know, but I'm happy with what I got. Like, but yeah, and eventually I came out of my shell after like a couple of like weeks, I think it was. I don't know. But and now I've made like the bestest friends I could ever ask for. Um, uh, right, that's the end of my first day. Um, my last day now. For my last day, it did get quite emotional for me. Because even though I was at the school for like a year, I'd had such a bond with so many of the teachers there, and I got on with so many people in the school, and I just didn't want to leave. Like I was there saying all the weeks leading up to my exams, or I'm like, I just can't wait to get out of here. And then when you do finally get out of there, you realise I'm not ready to leave and like grow up and go into college. Like school's been my whole life. I'm not ready to do college. But I did get quite emotional on my last day, and I'm I'm lucky to have all the friends that I do because they were such a massive support for me when I was there bawling my eyes out. And but uh, yeah, um so um when I got there, I think I can't really remember specific details, but it's like I when I got in there, um I think we was getting our yeah, the last day we all got our hoodies, which is what I'm wearing right now, and on the back of it, I'll try and show you. Shades move. On the back of mine it says Jules Anya, if you can read that. But yeah, because that was my nickname all the way through high school. Well, all the way through my year at Unity. Come here, because I tried dyeing my hair blonde and it failed and it went ginger. Um, so my hair looks a bit like a lasagna. So my nickname anyway was Jimmy. So Jimmy Lasagna. And I promised one of the teachers that I would get it put on if I ever got my jumper, which I did. So I got it put on. And like the last day, we like all took our little books and our shirts and everything. Was getting all the teachers to sign them and everything, and it was really great. Like it was nice seeing what everyone was put. Shade, stop. It was nice seeing what everyone put. And I still like read back on them messages to this day. Like when I'm feeling down or whatever, I'll just get them out and be like, "Oh, people think I can achieve big things. Like people want me to do well. Like, and it's so nice to have that in your life." Um, but I had so much support when like for my last year because I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fail everything. I'm not gonna do well. I'm never gonna get anywhere in life." And like everyone was supporting me and backing me up and stuff. And like there's so many teachers that were there for me when I was so low. Because 2016 was the worst year of my life, and the reason for that is because my mum walked out, and well, I don't think it upset me. It just sort of made me angry, but it made me very stressed, and like I couldn't concentrate on my work, and I was constantly stressing about everything. And I don't know, I just got really quite sad. And I didn't really know what to do. And I spoke to like one of the teachers, and she like knew everything about me. Like it was mad, and she was such a massive support for me, and she was always there for me. And there was 6 teachers that I bought like chocolates for, and I wrote them a little note to say thank you, sort of thing. And yeah, my last day I took all those up and I dished them out, um, and it was just so nice to see their reactions because it's like I'm giving back to you because you've done so much for me, sort of thing. And I absolutely loved my last year at high school because of that. But although I was going through so much and I was in so much stress and everything, and I was so down, I managed to still smile and have fun and have a laugh with everyone. And I don't know, like one of the teachers, me and him used to like the same sort of music, so I'd go in his room if I'd had like a really hard day or whatever, and I'd just sit and speak to him about everything, and we just listened to music and everything, and it was so good, like, it was so great, and I absolutely loved it, and then I had to leave, and then I got so sad and emotional, and I don't know, but Kai was there all the way with me, and he was supporting me so much, and like so was everyone else, like, but me and Kai were sort of like running around the building together, like dishing out all these stuff, like getting our books signed and everything. So I don't really know what I would do without him. Like if he wasn't there, I probably would have just broken down in tears. Well, I did break down in tears, but it's so nice to know that you've got support and that people care about you, and it's really great. Like, because I smile all the time, and I try so hard not to become sad about like the littlest things, but sometimes it does happen, and like I try and keep plodding through it, but sometimes it's harder than just, oh, I'm just gonna plod through it, forget it all or whatever, because sometimes it does affect you, and I think leaving school did affect me, and it did make me quite upset because I was leaving, and like I'd made so many bonds with so many people, and then I was just like leaving it all behind, sort of thing, like. So yeah, it did make me kind of sad. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this because Adam was like begging me to do it, like he wouldn't shut up. He was there like, oh come on, you need to do a story time. So I'm doing this for him, and I hope he enjoyed it. But please remember to like this video if you want to see more of me. Comment down below video ideas that you want to see me do. I'm thinking I've got one or a couple. I've got a couple of ideas, and there's one that I'm pretty sure I want to do, but I have to do some research on it, and I'll probably do it this week because as I said in my last video, I am going to be recording all this week because I've missed out on recording so much. Pardon me. Yawned. But I have missed out on so much, and yeah, I feel like if I record for a whole week, it might make me feel a bit better as well, and it may make me feel a bit productive, and I'm doing it for you guys because I haven't really been doing well with this YouTube thing. So I'm gonna make videos all this week, Monday through to well, I guess it's Sunday through to Sunday really. So I hope you enjoy that. Yeah, so comment down below some ideas for me, and please subscribe because it means so much to me to have your guys' support, and like it just makes me feel so good about like not about myself, but I don't know, about this whole channel, because I feel like it really could be something. And I know it's only small, and I know I've only got so many videos, but I really feel like I could do more. But that's it for this video. Remember to like, oh, I just said all this. I'm gonna edit that bit out. Yeah, remember to hit the notification bell to get notified every time I make a new video. But thanks for listening to me ramble. Much love to all of you. See you next time, and see you around. Bye!